Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Secrets of a Witch podcast with me, Sabrina Scott. And right now, my giant orange cat, Sekhmet, is sitting right next to me on the couch as I'm recording this. So, hello from the both of us. He basically looks like a giant orange raccoon. And so, if you hear any cat noises, that is what's happening. So, first of all, happy Samhain, my friends. Happy Halloween. Happy spooky vibe moments. What a fun energy for today. So, in case y'all don't know, I did a YouTube live just a few hours ago. And check that out at youtube.com/Sabrina Scott and just click the live panel button thing when you get those little options, and it was super fun. I pulled a few tarot cards for the vibes for today, so how to make the best of the vibes for today, Halloween, aka Samhain, and then some cards for the rest of the week ahead, and then of course some oracle cards as we always do. And then I also talked a little bit about my Tarot Without Bullshit online course, which again I really do believe is the best tarot course on the internet, and I talked a little bit about why it is, and also some of the ways that tarot has really changed my life and how I know it can change y'all's life. So I guess I'll talk about that in a little bit, but first and foremost, I wanted to talk a little bit about what you might want to do today, right? And I talked about this a bit in my YouTube live, again, which you can go check out at youtube.com/Sabrina Scott. Check the live button. So I know some of you might be like, oh my God, it's Samhain. I have been so swamped with doing life stuff, or if you have kids, or you're busy, or it's just a crazy time of year for a variety of reasons, you might be like, oh shit, I really have wanted to do something to honor this moment, to connect with the season, to connect with today as a cross-quarter day, and you might be like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. And so if that's you, if you're caught unawares, I wanted to give you guys some suggestions of some things that you might want to do today just to connect with the vibes. And I did post this on Instagram, so you guys might have heard some of these, but just in case, I wanted to read them out for y'all. So, first suggestion for how to do the Samhain is to leave out some offerings for your ancestors and the holy dead. So my favorite to give the roaming dead and the spirits of the land are apples. This might not be appropriate depending on where you live, which hemisphere you're in. Maybe you guys live in Bali. I don't know if there's any apples in Bali, but here in Toronto, apples are very seasonal. There's a lot of folklore and mythology and symbolism associated with the apple in Western occultism, Western mythology, and all of that. And so the apple for me has always been, for some reason, what my spirits have wanted, as well as what some of the other members of my spirit team have wanted, like the fancier beings, like saints that I've worked with, have also really loved apples as an offering. And so the other reason why I love the apple as an offering or simple fruits is that once you feel like the spirits on your altar have like kind of, I don't know, like sucked up all the vibes, all of the energy from that fruit, it's safe to leave it outside also as an offering to the spirits of the land as well as the creatures of the land. I'm sure some raccoons in my neighborhood are quite happy about those extra offerings they get at certain times of year. So that's one idea that you might want to think about, right? Put out some photos of your ancestors. If you don't have anything like that, even writing their name, buy a little plate with some snacks, I think is one way to go about it. Another thing we could do is a dumb supper for yourself and your deceased loved ones, setting table placements and chairs for them and serving them food and wine or whatever else you want. For many, many years, this was my Samhain ritual. Without a fail, I would spend hours in front of the kitchen. I would set up a massive altar as well as table placements for the holy dead, lavishing them with candy, snacks, and a giant cooked meal. So for me, for many years, today was the day of doing all of that stuff and making sure that I was honoring my dead and my saints and all of that in this particular way at that particular time. And so you might not have the time for this. I totally get it. You can also just leave out some of what you're already planning to have for dinner. It doesn't have to be a specific meal that's associated with your own cultural background. It can just be maybe you decide to order a pizza and then leave out a slice of pizza for your dead folks. That is one way to work with this energy that is pretty low maintenance and pretty mellow if you're super exhausted and just don't have the time. Another suggestion would be to read your tarot cards or engage in other forms of divination, whether that is oracle cards, Lenormand cards, pendulum, runes, scrying, bibliomancy, augury, like whatever form of divination you tend to work with. Now is a great time. Another one would be to connect with your ancestors and do some DIY mediumship, whether that's pure mediumship and just allowing the spirits to come in and speak through you, or you can get some help with tarot cards or automatic writing just to make things a little bit more concrete. And I just taught a workshop last night about tarot for mediumship. There will be the link to the video replay for that in the description of this episode. So if that is something that you want to sign up for, feel free. And I also taught an ancestor magic class a few days ago, and so there'll be the link for that as well. So if you're really not too sure how to do some of these things that I'm talking about, those master classes will give you a lot of information about how to begin with all of this. Another suggestion, and I might start doing this myself in a few minutes when I'm done this recording, is go out on a long fall walking meditation. Enjoy the crisp air and see what insights pop up. Notice the changing colors of the leaves, feel the breeze. Maybe you need a really poofy jacket, feel the nice warmth of your jacket, whatever it is that you need to feel warm and cozy as you're on your little walkabout. And that can be a really spiritual type of thing to do, right? A walking meditation. As I know some of us doing a meditation, just staying still, it can be, I don't know, for me, I've never really been able to get the results that I want. And so I love going for a walking meditation instead, and today's a great day for that. Another suggestion would be to journal about the previous year as well as your hopes for next year. For some people, they consider today to be the witch's new year, right? Where this is the start of the year for witches. Whatever works for you. Some people like to do that at the beginning of Aries season with a spring equinox in March. Some people like to do that now. Some people like to do that in January. So whatever works for you in terms of marking these beginnings and endings of the cycle of the year, it could be a good time to just sit back and do some journaling and reflection around that. Another idea, do some protection magic around your home. Old school wise, like traditionally in Great Britain, Samhain, this was a time of a lot of protection magic, lighting those protective fires, banishing bad energies. Traditionally, this was a time to do that. And so why not do some of that now rather than not? It could be as simple as getting a room spray and spritzing your entire home. It can be lighting some sage or some other plants or incense or whatever, lighting tea light candles in every single room to banish the darkness, opening all of your windows to get some fresh air, and ringing some bells to banish bad vibes, which way that you tend to work with to banish the nasty energies that can sometimes creep around our homes. Another idea, hang some dried herbs around your home to bring their magical properties into your space. Rosemary is a really common one for protection, as well as dried chili peppers or even braided garlic. And my last idea for y'all is to take a long soak in the bath with a favorite witchy book, maybe even one of mine, whether that's my first book, Witchbody, or my second book, Curse and Cure, and add some bath salts or herbs for grounding. Personally, I love shea butter bubble bath because that's so cooling to my spirit and it helps me calm down and purify when I'm feeling agitated and stressed out. And then salt, of course, typical witchy tool. Very, very good for grounding, purifying, cleansing, and protecting. And so however you want to work with the energy today, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're feeling a little bit unsure on what to do, feel free to watch that YouTube live that I just did and listen to what the tarot vibe check is for the week ahead, as well as today. I did pull 2 cards specifically for how to work with today's energy. work with any of those suggestions I've just given. And if you're not too sure about how to work with your ancestors or how to work with tarot for mediumship, there will be links in the description of this video. You can sign up and get instant access to these recordings, which is really, really exciting. You'll be able to watch both of those tonight to prepare yourself for how to work with the energies, how to connect with your ancestors. You can also sign up for my Tarot Without Bullshit course, which is enrolling still for tonight. It is, again, the best tarot course on the internet. If you're not too sure how to feel confident about your tarot practice, if you are beyond sick of giving yourself boring readings that are completely useless, if you are insecure about your tarot readings, if you're not too sure if you are connecting with your intuition or your anxiety, my tarot course, Tarot Without Bullshit, will help you figure out how to distinguish between those two things. Finally, give yourself readings that are grounding, inspiring, insightful, and action-oriented, and to finally step into your power as a witchy human, as someone with a strong intuition. I will teach you everything you need to know about harnessing all of those vibes. You can check that out at sabrinamscott.com/TWOBS, and the link for that will be in the description of this podcast as well. Happy witchery, my friends. Happy Samhain, happy Halloween. And, if you are in a place with decorations, why not just go for a walk and check out all the cool Halloween decorations? Personally, I love that the inflatables are becoming a trend, at least where I live. And I love them because they're so cute, and I love cute Halloween decorations, not the scary ones. That's just my own preference. Anyway, friends, that's it. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.